Hey everyone, welcome back to Catching Up with the Walkers. Thank you so much for stopping by and joining me. You heard, you might still hear, always makes a little bit of noise afterwards. There it goes. You may have heard that bus run. It sounds good. It's a good, strong diesel engine, and I went through a few things on it, made sure it started up, made sure the batteries are good, and everything is good on that bus. You might hear me referring to this bus as Cassie's bus or the Bradford bus, one of the two, but it's the school's bus. It's for activities and things like that, but it's coming up for an inspection, and the inspection will be due in about a month or two. So we're making sure everything's good on it before it goes and gets inspected by a third party to certify it for the year. But today I'm going to be working on the other bus, and that is our Schoolie. So I'll bring you guys in and bring you along for a little bit of it. We haven't had a whole lot of changes, and a lot of that is because, well, we haven't been doing a whole lot of anything the last 2 or 3 days. You may notice this video's out late, a day or two, and that is because we have been under the weather. We meaning, first I was earlier in the week, I told you guys about that, but then Cassie caught, whether a stomach bug or whatever it was going around, she caught something very similar to what I had. So unfortunately she wasn't feeling good, but today she's back at school and I am back to work. So I went ahead and opened up the windows and the doors and things like that in here, give us a little bit more airflow. And some of you may be wondering why I don't just turn on the air conditioner. Well, I guess it's just my personal preference. I'd rather not turn on the air conditioner and run it while I'm working. I like having the nice breeze through here. I'm going to be out working outside later anyway, so it's just part of it, what I like, and that's what I do. So today though, I'm going to be finishing or trying to work on finishing up some of my wiring. I've already done all the plugs. You can see one of them right there where the refrigerator is going to go, but I'm going to be working on more wiring today. After Labor Day, the temperatures are supposed to break quite a bit. The highs are going to be in the 80s. And so I really want to get some work done and get this thing ready to go camping in about the next 2 weeks. So we're on a time crunch, so let's get to work. So I am going to say this first. I am not an electrician, so all of you licensed electricians out there that's going to tell me what I'm doing wrong, I'm sorry, I'm not an electrician, but I do test it after I work and make sure it works. And normally, most of the time, it works. So I'll give you that right now. But I wanted to wire in my box, start pulling my wires in, stripping them out, getting it ready to wire them into the breakers. But I did not have any of these. So I had to get these first. And if you don't know what these are, they just protect the wire whenever you push the wires from the bottom of the box up. Right here around the bottom of the box is all metal. And that metal, especially on a bus, when we're moving down the road, it could cut those wires just for the vibrations and stuff. So this will protect the wires. So I'm just gonna pop these in right at the bottom, right there. So you can see after you pop that in, you can easily feed your Romex, your electric cable, right up into the box. And after you have it up where you want it, pull out the knife and start stripping these out. So just get it started at the end. I usually just get it started. I don't want to cut the wires. I'm very careful not to cut the wires, but I like to get all of that cover off of there. Once you get inside the box, all of this plastic junk, I do not like it. It's a pain, but it protects the wires when the wires need protected. So we do that, then pull the paper off if there's any paper around the ground. And then once you get it up here, you can start figuring out, okay, where do I want to cut these wires at? So I want to do this 2, 3, 4 times, and I'll show you when I'm done. So I got all my wires pulled up, and right now, yes, it does look like a mess, but I promise it won't look like a mess for too long. And it's not going to look like a complete professional, but I'll clean it up. But I'm already hot and sweaty, and I think it's time to take a break. Break time's over, and unfortunately, I started looking around and could not find my favorite wire strippers. So I had a pair of wire strippers in there, but I don't know about you guys, but whenever you use tools and you're going to use them repetitively over and over to do the same thing, You might have a favorite pair of pliers, favorite pair of scissors. If you're sew, you may have a favorite needle. I don't know how that works. Thimble. Remember those thimbles? You put a thimble on your thumb. But I got to get my favorite pair of wire strippers out of the shop, and I want to show you guys an update to the shop. So whenever we built our garage, our house, 5 or 6 years ago, we got the shop done first, and didn't do anything extra though, didn't finish it out. And then we built the house. And when we built the house, we didn't do anything extra either. We just wanted to make sure we had enough money to build the size of house we wanted and the location we wanted, and get the house finished out as much on the inside. And if you guys have been following along long enough, you know that we added the approach right here. We added the sidewalks, we added the fence, we added things like that. We added guttering. We've done things slowly as we could afford it and pay cash for it. Well, there was one thing on the shop that I really always wanted, and I always had to leave it on the back burner, and I didn't get it until now. So let me show you. I don't even have to walk inside to do this anymore. Well, I have to open the door, but look at that. Woo-hoo! That makes me happy. I know it's the little things in life. On weeks like this week though, that's a win. So what happened was we actually had a problem. You can't hardly see it. I'll turn the lights on in here, but we had a cable, one of our cables on the garage door actually broke the other day. So a cable broke, and I am not a garage door repairman, but I probably could have tried to fix it. But I also have a cousin that has a garage door business, and I called him and said, hey, I want you to come over, put me a new cable on, or fix the one that's there, and install a new garage door opener. So that's exactly what he did, and I couldn't be happier. I'm going to have a push button on the four-wheeler. And you guys can see the garage door opener is not the kind that goes out in the middle of the garage. It's over here on the side. And it seems to be much quieter to me. So let me show you guys. I know you're probably like, really, Gary, a garage door? Everybody has one of those. But I don't know if you can hear that. It is much quieter than the previous garage door openers that I had that were kind of chain driven and worked from the middle of the garage door. These seems to be much better. But what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was getting some wire strippers, so I'm gonna do that now. All right, here they are, my favorite wire strippers, well used. I don't know what it is about them. I can't tell you why I like them better, but for some reason they just fit in my hand better than the other ones do. Whenever I go to pull wire, it just seems like it's almost zero effort in it. So I don't know if they're sharper. I don't know if they're smaller, the right size. I don't know. But whenever you're working, you always want to have the right tool for the job. So that's important. So I'm going to get in here and start stripping these wires off. So I'll probably work in the bus for a while, and I'll bring you along a little bit later and show you the progress. I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but I'm going to work in here. And then probably the next thing you'll see on this video is I need to go out and get the chores done before Cassie and the kids get home. So we'll catch up with you out by the animals. Let's go see how they're doing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing the animals get fed a little bit here. But I don't know if you saw it or not. I tried to leave it in there. The cow right here, 123, still acting a little bit crazy. Well, guess what? There's enough crazy on this funny farm already. We are not going to welcome any more crazy. So she's not completely wild, but she's not gentle like I like either. And since I have no attachments to her, she is gone. So I'm leaving her, these two in here until I get my pickup back. When I get my pickup and my back with the new transmission, first thing to do is take that cow, and I need to take Rusty to the cell as well. So those two will be leaving the farm. That's what happens though. When you go to the cell barn, you take a chance. I'm gonna take her back. They'll sell her again. She may bring the same amount of money. She may bring more, she may bring less. I don't know, but it doesn't matter to me because it's not worth having a cow that acts halfway crazy, because the potential is later on, whenever she has a calf, say she has problems having a calf, I have a calf hanging out halfway out of her, I gotta pull it. Well, if she acts completely crazy, there's nothing I can do. I lose her, I lose the calf, I lose everything. Donkey, you're not supposed to be eating that. Anyway, I don't really have to have any good reasons at this point. It's kind of like when you get a job and they put you on a 90-day probation. She's been on probation and she's getting fired. So that's the way it is whenever you're raising stock cattle, beef cattle for a profit. You want to be able to have a herd that's A, gentle, and B, profitable. Well, this one may cut into my profits if I get a loss on her, but I'll take the loss in order to get rid of her. And that's after only seeing her for a couple of weeks. I know I said that I think in one video, and somebody said, don't you think you should just give her a little bit more time? No, I don't think I should give her more time. I think that she should be gone to the sale barn. And if I had a pickup with a good transmission, she'd probably be at the sale this weekend. But there's not a sale anyway because of the holiday weekend. A lot of times they cancel the sales. So next week or the week after, she's gone. Well, I went in and made supper, and look what I came out to. It is raining, pouring. The old man is snoring. Went to bed, bumped his head, and couldn't get up in the morning. I think it's how it goes. All right, but Shelby, what are we doing out here? The rainstorm came out of nowhere. Where's Bella? Bella! Shelby says, what about me? Just pet me. Okay, I'll just pet you. If Bella's around, she'll get jealous. Man. So, what they've been saying it's going to rain for the last day or two. Finally, it came. And this is supposed to cool the temperatures down after this rain comes. What do you think, Bella? Huh? But there's lightning and thunder, so the family's inside eating supper. Tonight we made spaghetti, corn, and I've got some spinach and artichoke dip made. So hopefully everybody enjoys all of that. I already ate, and Bella, be nice to Shelby. And I need to finish chores, but I'm gonna wait and see if the rain will pass over us or if we'll have to do them in the rain. All I have to do is feed the cows and the back chickens. Ransom, what are you doing? That's a fork and ice cream. You know spoons work better, right?
I know.
Okay. Fork and an ice cream. Would you guys do that? Well, we ate supper and it doesn't seem to be letting up. So Cassie, how are you feeling? We have a little guy out here. He's staying on the porch right now, so that's good.
Yeah. I'm feeling basically back to 100%, which I don't really want to admit because I was trying to milk it as long as I could. No.
Imagine that.
No,
she already had supper cooked for her. What else does she want?
This morning, I tried eating a little and drinking my coffee. I just couldn't do it. Lunch, I ate a little. In between lunch and 7th hour, I had a little snack. And so on and off, I didn't feel great, and eating wasn't making me feel better, but I ate supper and I feel fine now, so I think I'm good.
So luckily not everybody in the family got sick. That is what I was really worried about, was 6 people all being sick at once.
No bueno.
But like I said, we have Little Bear's out here hanging out with us, and he's doing fine.
We ate spaghetti, so Bella is very interested in what he smells like.
It smells like either garlic or spaghetti sauce or hamburger meat or something that's really good. So anyway, I'm gonna go work on the bus a little bit more. Cassie's gonna hang out here with Little Bear and keep an eye on him.
Yep.
And maybe we'll get to finish chores in a little bit. We'll see. And just like that, the rain is gone and we have a clear blue sky. So I don't know about you, but I can only keep my attention on one thing for so long. I worked on the bus for a little bit, and it, Mr. Jingles, don't go in my shop. No, you're not allowed in there. But Mr. Jingles has been living out in the barn, and I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks, but today he's decided to come up and see us. So, but attention, again, I got distracted. I worked on the bus for a little bit, but then we went live over on Walker Farm Fam. So if you want to see us live whenever it was raining and pouring, we went live for a little bit, and Cassie came out and finished. She did the second half of the live. So you guys go check that out if you want. And now I guess we'll have to let Mr. Jingles in because I'm going in. And remember, oh yeah, opening up the garage door with the push of a button. So I'm gonna go get the 4-wheeler, get it loaded up, head out and feed the animals. So you guys see Ransom's chicken. There's 2 chickens in here. We never cut their wings. That's the 2 chicks that Ransom's chicken Lily hatched out that he kept. And she was just on top of the chicken coop, which isn't necessarily a good thing. Hey, babies. All right, let me get this turned off and we'll go feed them. I know it's a little late, girls, but I'm here. And I promised Cassie, and I also promised one of the chickens that if she still wanted to set and be broody, once it cooled down, I was gonna let her. So now's the moment of truth. Is she gonna still be broody now that it's cooling down? Or was it the heat that made her broody? I don't know. Let's go in here. She's always sitting in this coop, always sitting on eggs. Oh, look at her. Hey, baby. Okay. I'm gonna let you keep your eggs. You gonna stay on them and keep them warm? All right. So there you go. Here's the start of it. Will she actually stay on them? I think I'm gonna bring a Sharpie out here tomorrow, or some kind of a marker, and put a dot on all the eggs that's hers. And I'm gonna let her keep about maybe 12 eggs or 14, whatever fits under her. But I don't want her to get so many eggs that she can't sit on top of them and keep them warm. So that's the plan. Let me know what you guys have done in that area if you have any experience. And I'll ask Cassie. I don't think a Sharpie or a marker is gonna hurt him, but she might tell me otherwise. Hey, William. There's Jerry Seinfeld, the rooster. You don't hear him laughing right now, but if you hear him crow, you'll know why we call him that. Looks like he's been in a fight with William over here. William is his competition, and you guys know roosters don't get along, so we may have to find William a new home sooner than later. All right, well, we got 2 eggs out of this coop, out of that door at least. Shut it back. And let's check in the other ones. So, like I said this over on the live, I don't know if I told you guys here yet, but that's a really pretty colored egg right there. It's really blue. But tomorrow morning, Ranger, Ransom, and myself are running a 5K down at Tahlequah at Cherokee Nation. It's called the Veterans Day, or not Veterans Day, Cherokee Nation Veterans Holiday 5K. So it's Cherokee National Holiday, and tomorrow they have a 5K veterans run. So the boys and I are going to go down and run that. And then after the run at 2 o'clock, Ranger and Ransom both have a BMX clinic in Pryor. And the BMX clinic is basically 4 hours from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock of them practicing BMX from a professional. So getting professional coaching, teaching them what to do, which is really good right now because they're just getting started and they don't really have any bad habits, but they don't have very many good ones either. So they need to learn, and they're looking forward to that. Get back, Salt. Get back, Salt. Hey, calm down, Blackberry. Watch it, steers. You don't even know where you're at. Calm down. So I hadn't fed the girls yet, and I went ahead and made them a bucket of feed, and I came out here and planned on feeding them, and guess what? I left the feed at home. Those are my eggs. Leave my eggs alone. So I'm gonna have to go back and get the feed, but you saw how they're acting. They're feeling good. It just rained. They're jumping around, acting a little bit crazy. To be expected. Hey, Salt. Hey, baby. But looks like they're all doing good. All right, I'll try to get you some feed. Just give me a minute, okay? So to prove I didn't just tease them, I went and got their bucket of feed. Yes, I forgot it. Maybe I was too invested in my garage door or got distracted by my cat. I don't know what was going on. Hey, girl. I kind of like 47 right here. She's the youngest of my 3 cows I got from Tahlequah. This last go, not the last go around, but the one before. And she seems like a good cow, or she'll be a good cow. She's not a whole lot to look at just yet, but one day, right, Alvin? Alvin's already in his prime. You'll get in your prime one day. Don't worry, girl. Hey, buddy. Alvin says I'm out of here. Alfred, you guys are running with the big dogs over here. You better watch out. Okay, yes, yeah. Stomp that back foot. That will tell them. Tell them who's boss, Alvin. Let's see it. Man, the flies have just came out of nowhere. I thought we were doing pretty good. We have a fly material over here that puts oil on their backs, but I'm guessing that rain we just got must have washed some of that off, because the flies are thicker right this moment than I've seen them. And we also have garlic salt out over there, but there is no foolproof way to get rid of the flies. I've done garlic salt, I've done fly traps, I did sticky traps last year hanging out of my trees. I've done PVM, pasture value management tubs with fly control in it. Nothing that I found stops flies. Everything helps a little bit. That's about it. So there's the cows. They're doing good. Shelby's doing good, not getting run over. Shelby, you better be careful. When they were all out in that field, they were wound up, girl. I thought they were going to get you. You're pretty fast, though. Yeah, she's a good girl. So maybe it's a good thing that we have really low light right now, but I will show you my finished project. There we go, that's not too bad. And well, let's step outside of the bus because it's getting dark. So I also wired in a few outlets, but like I said, it's really dark in there and you can't see. But I'm that much closer to being finished. Took advantage of a little bit of rain today to get inside and catch up on the bus. And close this up. So I don't know what this rain's gonna do tomorrow. Man, it is so much brighter out here than it is inside the bus. I can't wait to have lights and stuff like that. But what I was saying is I don't know what it's gonna do tomorrow as far as the weather goes. I'll be praying though that it holds off for Ransom and Ranger. They're really excited about the BMX stuff. And the 5K in the morning, if it rains, no big deal. We can still run in the rain. But let's say a prayer that I'll finish that. But I'm gonna go in and help Cassie get the kids in bed and check in with her. But I wanna thank you guys so much for taking some time out of your day just to catch up with us here on the farm. We hope you have a great day and God bless.